9 minutes to 9 o'clock. Now, half an hour ago, I said that the sun had risen. I'm convinced it hasn't. I think the sun's just given up today. But anyway, let's brighten ourselves up. Well, we're going to look back at 2016 and indeed, especially perhaps look forward to 2017. An hour ago, we were hearing from the Bishop of Worcester. Let's now talk to the Bishop of Hereford, the Right Reverend Richard Frith. Bishop Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Michael.
And thank you for joining us on BBC Hereford and Worcester. How's the year been for you? You had personal highs and lows? Have you been good, bad? How do you look back on 2016?
Personally, I've had a good year. A couple of new grandchildren and lots of good things personally. But obviously, it's been a pretty fraught year in all sorts of ways. And the new year has started off in a pretty grim way with the shooting in Istanbul. So whilst personally, I trust that we can all find things that make us rejoice. There's also a lot to worry about too.
I mean, it was a very unpredictable year for starters, as Dave Bradley was mentioning a moment ago. Lots of things we would never have predicted would have happened, and sometimes these things just happen. Are there things we should be learning from what happened? Perhaps the things that didn't go quite how we wanted, or the attitudes that came through, or the things we talked about. Should we be learning anything from 2016?
Wow. I mean, those are deep questions. And in terms of the completely unexpected results, both to the referendum and the election in America, well, obviously there are some people that rejoice in both of those. Learning lessons, I think it's too soon because it's much more complex than sometimes people want to give a black and white answer to. I'm very alarmed and anxious about what's happening in America, as many are, but no doubt life will go on, and all the diplomacy that people can muster will come into play. In terms of the violence in the world, well, I was really encouraged by what the Queen said in her broadcast about countless or thousands of acts of individual kindness, because rather, as Bishop John was saying an hour ago about let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me, similarly, it is in thousands of acts of personal individual kindness that hope resides, really.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, trying to learn lessons, I suppose it is a bit early at the moment to learn lessons from 2016. But the Archbishop of Canterbury, we do know he's got his New Year message, which is going to be broadcast on the television, BBC One, at 1:50, 10 to 2 this afternoon. And he's going to talk about healing divisions. And divisions is, we've seen a lot of that this year, haven't we?
Not half. Yes. And I mean, even if you think of something like the Brexit vote, which has really put good, relationships in families and amongst friends really under strain. And I think, one of the Archbishop of Canterbury's favourite phrases is good disagreement, because the fact is, it's right that we don't all agree on everything, but how we disagree is absolutely fundamental. The Church has often got this hopelessly wrong, but it's something that we try to do, to try to find ways of disagreeing appropriately, because it is in that way that progress can be made.
And respect for people and people's views is so important, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Let's just look ahead. I mean, in Worcestershire this year, the Archbishop came to visit. Yeah. I mean, Herefordshire next year, what have you got to look forward to? What are the big things coming up that you're really excited about?
It would be great if the Archbishop would come to Hereford.
That would be nice. Yeah. But what else? What's going to come up for you?
We're hopeful for a year at his time, actually. But that's a different matter. From the point of view of the Church, I mean, the Church in Herefordshire faces enormous challenges in very small rural communities. But there is lots to be encouraged by. And I am really, really thankful for the countless people in small communities that are sustaining the Church and enabling the Church to play a really significant part in their community. Incidentally, I'm also delighted that Glyn Morgan from Hereford Cathedral has got an MBE. That is really, really good news. So many congratulations to Glyn. So there is lots of good news and lots of encouragement, but we do face significant challenges in our rural areas.
Lots of hope, lots of encouragement, and lots of great people in your local churches around Herefordshire. The Bishop of Hereford, Richard Frith, great to talk to you. Thank you for coming on, and a very happy new year to you.
And to you too, Michael. Thank you.